Good evening. This is Silverwolf Plays Games, and I will be trying out this Orcs Must Die 3. It's a game I saw online, and it looked very enjoyable. It really did kind of remind me of that tower game that I kind of used to play on my phone way back in the day. The game is has a lot of different short scenarios, different games, but the further down you go in the difficulty over here or the different levels, this particular scenario I'm on has up to, what is it, 18 different scenarios. The further down you go, the harder it gets. Um, right now, I will just be playing the first level on apprentice level to make it easy right now, short and sweet. And let us begin. This game has a lot of dialogue. I have tried to turn down the volumes so you can at least hear some of it, maybe. Um, but a lot of times it's pretty overpowering, the dialogue. So I turned all that down to hopefully be able to hear better what's going on.
You are correct, Kelsey. That rift is different. Quickly, get traps placed and stay on the move. I will instruct you further when I can.
How do we hear her when we can't see her?
Telepathy, genius. Now, let's try out these traps for real.
So on this first level, when you first start out, you're not going to have nearly all the traps I have that you see at the bottom of the screen. All of these are from playing all the different levels and unlocking them and then upgrading them all. This vine plant right here, I do enjoy using this because it slows them down and damages them. And it will continue to grow and expand the more it damages them throughout the different, in this case, 4 waves for this one. The wall trap here can place on either side if I so choose, but I'm just going to do this one side for now. The traps, when you place them, you'll left trigger. If you wanted to, you can change the different traps you have in this game as you unlock more. In the left hand side of my screen there, you'll see B to choose your defenses. Hit B, and these are all the different things I have unlocked, and I can swap down depending upon the scenario. I can choose to swap them out with whatever I believe might help out more in this particular situation. The beginning of the game, I believe, is the only time you can switch this out. And once you do that, those are the defenses you'll have for all the waves. You can see the cost of them underneath at the bottom of them. Like this one's 600 credits, I guess you can say, trap points. At the top of the screen, you'll see the creatures that will be involved on the orc side that will be trying to get to your what they call a rift, your portal. And as you can see here, with this being the only door that I have to worry about on this level, it's easy to tell where they're coming from. And if you need to, on any level, you can just follow their ghosts and you will see the path that they will take here. And it leads to, like I said, my rift. And at the very top, you'll see 20 highlighted in blue there. That is how many times they will be able to enter the rift until when that happens and that number is reached, you lose. You have a health bar in the top left corner as well as a magic bar. Since I'm a spellcaster, this particular character I got when I finished off all the scenarios on this campaign. And if you ever do get hurt, because when you run out of health, your character kind of dies for a few seconds, and then will respawn over there at the rift. But during that time frame, they do not stop running, so they can keep entering the rift, and you can lose while you're still respawning. So you'll have to keep an eye on that. If you ever do get injured or run out of mana, there are potions that drop, like a little red potion will drop for health, blue potion for mana. But if they don't drop and you're running low on either of them, you can always run back to the rift if you have time here. And as you can see the green light swirling around me, it will recover your mana and your health. So there is that. And once all your traps are placed and you're ready to go, hit G to go to unleash the horde.
Okay, ready.
And here we go. They will start damaging the door here in a second. Oh, there they are. Let my traps take care of as many of them as possible before I get involved. Oh, those little skulls there. You do want to collect those because those will help you to upgrade your stuff later. Ooh. Every character has their own special weapons and their own abilities to allow them to help you in various situations in this game. Hitting double spacebar for her allows me to float with her, so if I fall off a cliff or am running and trying to get to other areas or locations on the map that have various levels, it will allow me to float over and not worry about dying, hopefully. You can die by falling into that lava, so be careful. And I have that amount of points that I received in the bottom left hand corner from defeating all those orcs with my traps as well as myself. So I will place this guy. So with these traps, one thing to remember is there is a cooldown time on them. And as you start leveling them up, a lot of them will give you the option to speed up the cooldown time. So just remember when you're placing them about those cooldown times. It could help make or break your little traps path there. Oh, one. Bring out my weapon. Oh, and as you can see, my cooldowns have ended. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, gotta be careful. Don't want them getting down there. And as you can see, my cooldown has run out on all my traps, so they're getting through too quick. And like I said, collect these skulls. It'll help you upgrade your skills later at the end of the game. And these guys right here are coins that you can collect. So sometimes they drop extra coins that you can use to purchase more traps later. The tar trap I like to help me get them stuck when they're by my traps there, so hopefully they have time to reset before they get through. And as you can see, the vine trap has started to expand. Sometimes it takes a little longer. They're really good on those much longer scenarios where you have more waves. Something else to remember during the actual waves like this, as you start killing the orcs, you start to gain credits, coins, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, I have 800, so while they're coming, you can still place traps when they're like so. But the only thing you cannot do is remove them or sell them until after the wave is over. When you're in the trap setting stage, then you can sell them again. You can always pick up and move traps, because there are times when you'll place everything on one side and you'll need some traps on a different pathway when the waves hit from another direction. So you can always sell from one side and move them over, replace, or whatever the case may be that you need. And with those guys there, you know what? I am going to place. So these guys right here you will unlock later on. Oops, did I place that? No, okay. You will unlock these guys later on. They're pretty handy. Archers that they can be damaged and knocked out of a fight as well, so be careful of that where you place them. Since this is my last wave right here, I'm just placing them right here. And normally if they get knocked out of a fight, they will come back at the start of the next wave.
I'm ready.
More enemies on the way.
Place one more right there. And for the most part, with what I have there, I'm hoping I should not have to actually get involved in the fight at all. So let's see. Let us head down over here to this side and watch it from this angle. This is the direction you're coming from. You cannot attack them, I do not believe. Let me try. No, you cannot attack them while they're almost in like their little safe zone, I guess you can call it. Ooh, there's quite a few of them coming. But as you can see, tar traps there are just slowing them down and holding them in place just about. And that's the end of this one. That's my victory dance. Yeah. So I got 4 skulls there, plus the 2 I picked up during the game. Gave me 6, so it gives me 7 skulls down here. And with those skulls, you can go over here to upgrade, and you can either buy new traps or upgrade existing ones that you have. This weapon is for one of the other characters that I have that I'll have to try and switch it over to. Some of these, like this barrel launcher, can only be used during their war game scenarios. And actually I have a priestess there. I forget what she does. And down, depending upon what it is you wish to upgrade, like you can see in the bottom left corner, that's level 3. 4 is the highest. This little purple diamond means that you have added some sort of effect from here in the middle. Like this one increases damage to electrified enemies. Increase damage even more, so 1 more point and I can upgrade it to 4, but that'll come later. And then all these blacked out ones are ones that I can unlock later on, or as soon as I get the number of skulls required here. That actually looks kind of cool. I might have to try and unlock that one next. Ceiling lasers. Lasers. I want sharks with lasers. But anyway, that was it for that level. And I am going to head out, and I will talk to you all later. You all have a good day. Bye.